PhD student to talk to you about this.
I'm actually an EDD student, so I don't want to put any false pretenses out there. EDD students.
So I'd like to take a little more personal approach to this. Unlike Diana, I'm doing a qualitative study, not a quantitative study. So that means I really am interested in talking to people about your experiences. So before I ask you to talk to me about your experiences, I want to talk to you and tell you a little bit about my experiences. So I teach adults upgrading math in a local university. What that means is that adults who didn't complete the right prerequisites that they want come back to me and they say, hey, I need prerequisites to get into nursing or something like that. So you can imagine a lot of these people I work with have very negative attitudes towards math. They didn't finish math in high school, most likely because they had bad experiences. So the best part about my teaching role is that I get to convince them, hey, this is actually really beautiful. That being said, so I taught for a little bit, and then I entered this grad program. And in this grad program, first day, I walk into the class expecting to take notes. Peter Liljedahl walks in the room and says, hands out some numbers, and then says, hey, gather around. He does a card trick, and then he says, okay, go figure it out. And I'm like, what? This is grad school? Really? So that changed my life, and that changed my teaching style. And because it changed my teaching style, it meant that I was doing things like vertical, non-permanent surfaces, as Peter calls it, which really means whiteboarding vertically so that there's knowledge mobility around the room. But for problem-based teaching, you kind of need good problems. And after a while, you're tired of creating your own problems. And yes, you can problematize the curriculum that you have, but sometimes you're searching for more. You're like, okay, I have to plan this for tomorrow. Who's got something on this? And so this is what led me to blogs. One example, I don't really know whose blog I saw this on, maybe you know. There's the spaghetti string sine wave activity. Anybody done that? Yeah. So that's one example, like something I just saw and then I just did in my class. So it's been great. So I'm still doing graduate work, and so I'm like, okay, so like I started looking, where are all these bloggers? Like I found one, I found another, I'm like, okay, these are cool sources. You know, I could look into this. And then eventually I saw how big it is. Like I just kept finding links and links and links, and by the time I had 20 tabs open, I'm like, whoa, this is really big. So that is my observation so far. In terms of literature, so like I'm at a very early stage of my doctoral program, like Diana. So I'm looking, right? And I think this is a beautiful thing that you guys are doing. And I look forward to doing more of it after I am not a full-time grad student and a full-time teacher. But what it means is I'm looking to talk to people. So all I ask of you is if you're interested in talking to me about your experience, fill out my form. So the form has a scan code. You can scan it. And it's not a survey necessarily. It has some background info if you'd like to fill that out. But really it's just what's your contact info, and would you like to talk either during the conference or maybe after the conference. There's a few of you I've talked to actually virtually, and it's been really great. I've really enjoyed those chats because it feels like I can better understand, okay, what is this about? I want to do a hat tip to Lana Horn. Sorry, is that Lanny? Lonnie. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I've actually read a lot of your work recently, and I think it's really incredible looking at different types of teacher learning. And I think what you guys are doing here is really quite unique, and I'd like to bring that to the forefront of the method research community as well. So thank you for your time.